Yes, sir.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is the Two Old Farts. My name is Chuck.
And I'm Lou. I don't know what I am. I always salute you.
Hey, sorry about Sunday. Stuff got away from me. My youngest daughter's home from school, from summer vacation. Well, she took the summer semester and then she's home. Now she's in between jobs, so she's kind of hanging out with us. Didn't do the podcast Sunday. Yesterday, I didn't get home till like 5 o'clock, and then I had to help my daughter with something. She's going to be flying out to California to visit a friend of hers, so again, had to do all the plane ticketing and, all of that kind of jazz. And then by that point, it's so dang late. It's time to get ready to eat, and I had to order food. So, I mean, it was just cats and dogs living together. It was total chaos.
I understand.
Monday's a busy day at work. The commander, he's been gone for like 3 weeks straight, TDY. And
Well, that's some busy
and we had
time now, too.
and we had a 2:30 meeting that ended at 3, and then he needed his computer sync at 3 o'clock, and he kind of has ADD. He kind of squirrels on the conversation. He'll go down some rabbit holes. So our meeting can take 90 minutes sometimes. So you didn't get out of there till after 4. And for some reason, traffic was unusually bad yesterday. I don't know why. I can't wait to be retired like you and not have to deal with that no more. I'm telling you,
That's what I like. That's why I said, when you asked me what I'm doing for my birthday, it's just another day and do what the hell I want to do.
Yeah. So people, for most of us, birthdays are just another day. But this is a milestone, ladies and gentlemen. This old fart is literally an old fart. He will be 80 years old, 8 decades, 80 times around the sun on Friday. Happy birthday, old man.
I feel like I've been around the sun about 80 times, too, sometimes.
It's a happy birthday. Oh, here we go. Some plums. Can you hear this?
So,
Did you hear that?
do I?
Did you hear the applause? I don't know why this won't play back. See this Rodecaster Duo thing that I've got. There's some buttons over here, and it's got sound effects like there's some crickets, record scratch, and you can't hear any of that, can you?
No, didn't hear any of that.
What about now?
No.
Can you hear that?
No.
This is crazy. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
I got my hearing aid turned up, too.
I got to figure out why you can't hear that.
Maybe your microphones are supposed to come through the microphone or through the system.
Yeah, it should come through the system, and it should be coming out of your speakers. Oh, I forgot to turn this light on. There, got to have lights on so I can look beautiful. This is what all the Instagram models have. They have all these lights and stuff on, so they can look beautiful.
You need to look pretty. We got all them friends out there looking at us and wondering what the hell's going on. One ugly old fart and one good-looking fart, right?
That's right.
So,
yeah, because we literally have tens of fans out here that listen to us. What I'm saying.
Well, I got to tell you, all these folks that listen to us are from Canada. What is about 4 or 5 or something like that? I can't remember now.
Yeah, they've been from Ontario. Let's see if we got any going on this week in August.
Yeah,
no,
from Canada looking pretty good.
This week we did. We had South Africa this month so far in August.
All right. Yeah, I've been watching the Little League softball and the baseball tournament playoffs and stuff like this. Those teams from Canada are looking pretty damn good. Yep. I watched them today. And I was watching this one girl from North Carolina and playing softball. She's 13 years old. How tall do you think that young girl is? 6 foot. Wow. 13.
That's impressive.
It's amazing how big these kids are now these days, you know. But then you see these guys that are like 4'10", 5'1". They get up and just smack the heck out of that ball. That's why I like watching them play and stuff like that. So, well, talking about birthdays, guess whose birthday is today?
Today, August 6th.
No, Uncle Michael. So we have to give a shout out to big old Uncle Michael there out in on the East Coast, Connecticut or New Hampshire. I'm not sure exactly where they live out there now, but
so California.
No, so today's his birthday, and then tomorrow is your your favorite aunt on my side of the family, not your mom's side, but my side.
Well, I only have one favorite aunt, that's for sure. And there's only one living
Yeah,
for the
so her
process of
birthday is tomorrow.
elimination.
So Aunt Carolyn will shout out to her, say happy birthday to her tomorrow.
Happy birthday to Mom.
Yeah. So
Yours on Friday.
yeah, and
And
then your sister's coming up here pretty soon on the 20th.
yes, she is.
And she's like you. She's got to work on her birthday too. So just
You know what? This year I took my birthday off. Well, the day after my birthday was on Sunday, so I took Monday off. This is the first time I've done that.
but then next week we got two of your cousins coming in from California, Brooke and Shannon. I'm looking forward to that visit.
I was too until I found out I'm going to be in California next week. So you go on to the place that they're leaving, and we're going to miss each other.
Yeah, so we got a big dinner and everything planned over at Uncle Bobby's house next Friday. So that's going to be pretty good. We get a chance to try to get the aunts and uncles together. Uncle Leonard's coming down. Him and Aunt Cherry is coming down. So looking forward to that. When you get Uncle Bobby and Uncle Leonard together, you just sit back and laugh because one's trying to outdo the other one. So
Okay. If you got anything to say, because if you wait for a break in the conversation, it ain't even good.
And then you throw your mom in there with it and get her to talking. Oh man, you might well forget it.
Hey, bring a little bit of some liquor. Bring some Crown, that apple Crown, and some 7-Up, and make Mom some drinks. Get her a little loose.
Bob and I talked about that the other day. He's going to have some beer. There's some beer drinkers there, and he got a little
She won't
bourbon.
drink the beer. She'll drink bourbon.
Got some Crown Royal, so she'll drink Crown Royal and Coke or something like that.
Well, you still have that apple Crown that I gave you guys, right? Or is she drinking one?
No, she still got it.
Get some 7-Up and that apple Crown and see. She likes that.
Yes. But it's going to be a fun time. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to a visit and stuff like that. And Cassie is going to barbecue some ribs. So that's going to be good.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, that's going to be good. I guarantee you. She loves to cook. She's a good cook.
I don't mean she's any good eating if she likes to cook.
Do I?
Liking to do something isn't an instant qualification for goodness. Just because she says she likes to cook doesn't mean she's a good cook.
I've had some of her stuff before.
Okay.
So,
I can't speak to that.
But yeah, she's pretty good. So anyway, it's gonna be a fun time, and then to have them coming out from California, and they're bringing their two, Brooke and Shannon. They have their two children each coming out with us. So it's gonna be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. Sorry you're gonna miss it.
Oh yeah, man, that is pretty bad. So what do you do on October 13th? It's a Sunday. Monday is a holiday. It's Columbus Day or Indigenous Peoples Day.
I don't think I'm doing anything except sitting in the house.
What would you and Mom say to going to see Clint Black at Floral's Country Store? It's his 35th anniversary of his killing time.
I'd say that'd be pretty damn good. What day was that?
October 13th. You like Clint Black?
I think we had this conversation before, but I thought you and I saw Clint Black once before downtown.
You and I did at the Tobin Center. Yep. Look at you with that good memory for almost 80 years old.
Well,
that's pretty impressive.
Sometimes stuff just comes around, and sometimes it just hangs out in the cloud somewhere, and I can't reach out and grab it.
As you used to say, the sun's got to shine on the dog's ass sometime, right?
There you go. I need to get something right every now and then, make it feel good.
I just sent you.
Well, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions here. So we're getting talking about.
I have the answer. You might not.
What's your favorite childhood memory? What few things sticks out to you when you were growing up?
The last meetings, Tina tattling on me.
Who tattled on you?
My sister. She was a snitch, people. She was a snitch.
Now, how
You
was
wouldn't
that?
want her as a little baby sister. No, favorite memory. Man, you had to spring that on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a guy
This
that writes himself a note to skip school and then leaves it on the counter for his mom to find it.
Hey, nobody said I was, completely.
Well, he's pretty
Maybe
damn
it was
smart.
a cry for help so I could get home. Man, favorite childhood memory. Up to what age? Up to like age 12?
Anytime while you was at home, up 16, 17, I said you left home about 18, 19. I tried to
Um,
kick him out before then, but didn't have too much luck on it.
because you got my memory. When y'all got me my first motorcycle.
Well, that was in Warner Robins, Georgia.
Yeah. You got me my first motorcycle that spent more time not running than it did running. And then you traded it in and got me a new Suzuki RM.
Yeah, driving scared the hell out of me that one day. I'm out looking for you, and you
Uh-huh.
riding it and jumped out off of that cliff in between those two damn pine trees. I think you must have
Yeah,
about
it was
that much space in
that,
between the handlebars and those trees.
yeah, that cliff, it was what, 30, 40, 50 feet, almost
Yep,
straight up, and
yep.
it went flat. And yeah, about 15 feet back from the edge, there was a trail, and it went between these two giant pine trees, man. So you had to hit that just right. And I'd get up, get a little air, maybe lean it a little bit to the side, pick it back up, and then you
But
only got to do it once or twice, and then you're done.
you did pretty good. Then you had when we was in Georgia. What kind of bicycle was that you had that we had to buy you? Uh,
It was a ramp
yeah,
that was that got stolen, just
yeah.
like the motorcycle that got stolen.
There's a motorcycle we got stolen here in Texas, all right.
His bike got stolen.
I'd have got that motorcycle back a lot quicker if your mom had done what I asked her to do.
That's true. But you know what? That bicycle, I could not stop from breaking handlebars off of that thing. Remember from doing all the BMX stuff?
Yeah,
I would, go over jumps and all of that stuff. And as much as you could get going on a bicycle. And just coming down, I would just hit with such force, it would just break the handlebars right off the gooseneck, man. And we even got a double gooseneck, remember?
yeah.
And and we even got them welded. And then I would still break them shits. I don't know how many sets of goosenecks and handlebars I went through, ladies and gentlemen. I went through a lot.
Yes, he did. And they didn't make his sister carry the bike home.
That's a different story. It did take place in Georgia. So
Yeah.
I was, did I lose the key? I couldn't unlock the bike from the bike. I think no,
I think
it wasn't to the bike rack because then Tina wouldn't have been able to carry it home. I had
no,
a chain,
you had a chain on
and
it.
but I lost the key, something, so I had to go home to get the bike, and I don't know why this made sense to me at the time, but I was 10, 10 years old. I'm 11 because we were living in a. And for some reason, this made sense to me, ladies and gentlemen. I left my sister to watch the bicycle while I went home to get the key. And I told her to stay with the bicycle. Again, bratty little sister thought it would be best if she carried the bike home. But she decided to do this after I was gone. So by the time I get back, I can't find her because she's gone. Did the cops pick her up or something? Is that how this whole thing?
Yeah, the police. She was walking home with carrying that bike, and the police picked her up
And
and
they
brought
thought
her
she
home.
stole it?
Well, Robert, that was a
That's
good
Gen.
time, though.
Hey, that's Gen X for you right there, people. That's Generation X.
uh,
When the sun came up, you were out of the house playing, drinking water from people's hoses. You only came home to eat lunch, and out the door you went.
that's
There
right.
were no video games because they didn't exist.
Life was a little different back then, huh? But
Some of it
so
good, some of it not so good. I mean, there's good and bad from those days.
there's more good than there was bad. I think young adults, children had more opportunity to do things because they didn't have things handed to them so much like this. I mean, you got everything on social media. Almost everyone's got a phone. You got all these TikTok and all that kind of stuff instead of getting out doing physical things and having fun and friends. Sometimes I think you kind of limit yourself just a little bit with your friendship by not
That
having that
does,
one-on-one.
I would agree, it does stunt you socially because you're not interacting with your friends, and even when you are, the majority of the time everybody looks like this. They're all on their phone, and they're all sitting together.
Yep. Uh, there's a lot of stuff you can learn from it. Just like today, I went to Taco Bell for your mom and I. So I ordered a Supreme Crunch wrap. I wanted it with Fresca. Do you know what Fresca is at Taco Bell? It's like a diet type thing.
Is it
Nothing
squeeze or
with
something like that?
like no cheese and stuff like that. I said, no, I want the cheese on it. And I want the pickle de gallo, but I didn't want any sour cream. So anything that has like a milk product aspect to it, when you say Fresca, it leaves that out. So it was going to leave
Oh, I
out
thought you
sour
were
cream.
talking about the drink Frisco. You talking about
No,
Frisco?
no, the Crunch Supreme wrap, Fresca style.
I
Well,
don't know. I don't know nothing about no Frisco style.
Fresca style it has to do with, in this case, with like milk products, no milk products, and like the cheese, it leaves the cheese off and the sour cream because they're like dairy products, right? That's mixed in with it. First
So,
off, we'll
ladies
go
and
in
gentlemen,
and
hang on. I gotta interrupt you real quick, Dad. I did a quick Google search, and it's pronounced Frisco.
so
And
anyway,
it came up with Taco Bell. Fresco is a stylistic enhancement for various Taco Bell products, in which
yeah.
the items cheese and sauce is replaced with a healthier alternative. So go ahead.
So anyway, I go in and first off, they don't take your orders anymore. You got to go to one of those damn machines and punch it in there, right? So the young girl that comes up, I said, "You're talking to an old fart here." I said, "I don't want to use that damn thing." She said, "I'll help you." So she comes around. We ordered it, and I said, "I want it Fresca style." She
Fresco.
says, "Oh." She said, "Okay." So she does it. Then it pops up, no cheese. I said, "No, I want the cheese."
Well, that's not Fresco style.
So
You said
you know,
dairy products. Where do you think cheese comes from?
but I have no idea what the hell it was. So when I got home, I had to look it up, see exactly what it meant. So I said, "No, I want the pickle de gallo. I want the cheese on it. I just don't want any sour cream." So she laughed at me, and I gave her a tip. She didn't want to take it. And I said, "No, you earned this one." you know. So anyway, then I said, "How about my military discount?" She said, "Yeah, I can do that for you." So she gave it. I said, "Next time I'll just come to the drive-through where I can talk to you." Usually I don't go to a drive-through. We're hearing aids. We're hearing loss. Sometimes you always don't hear that well, and I don't talk very loud. Like to me right now, to you, I'm probably talking real low, but to me, I sound like I'm screaming, loud. Of course, I got my hearing aids turned up on my cell phone just a little bit too. So I usually don't go to a drive-through for those reasons, but I'll probably start doing that now so I don't have to. But I know what Fresca means, so I'll make sure I don't
Fresco with
order.
an I, not an E. I mean, hey, it's Fresco, not Fresco. Fresco is a drink.
It's spelled Fresca, Fresca.
Not bad. It's Fresco.
So anyway, that was my experience with Taco Bell today. But they have it's fast food, but it's pretty good food. But I like when I go there, the people are real friendly. So that's what matters to me. I like that young girl. Instead of saying, "Okay, telling you figure it out yourself," or whatever type of thing, she comes out and she does it, and we ring it up 4 or 5 different times, and finally I got it right for her. She was doing it right. I just wasn't communicating it right. So, of course, I got home. Guess what kind of lecture I got? Your mom lectured me for not knowing what it meant before I went there. But I was telling her, I said, "You know what I mean?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Good." When I have a habit when we're going to go someplace and order food for, I'll make her write it down. So that way I can give it to the cashier and they can read it exactly what she wants, how she wants it, instead of me trying to remember, because half the time I'm going to forget. And the other half, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Damn sure. You know what to talk about.
So anyway, well, what do you think about the vice president pick for Kamala Harris? She picked Tim Walz from Minnesota.
That's about all I know. And that's about all I'm going to comment on. Because like I said, we don't do politics on this show.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty good.
As they said in Anchorman, stay classy someday.
So what?
Stay classy.
So anyway,
you haven't seen the movie Anchorman, have you?
No, I haven't.
You need to watch it. It's a really good movie. Very fun.
I've been watching some of these shows on Netflix and stuff like that, but I've been looking at the football schedules, coming up football schedule. I was looking at the UTSA schedule. I think they're going to have a pretty good season this year. I think they're going to be about 9-3 or 10-3, something like that. Look at their schedule. The only ones I think it's going to be a hard schedule for them is going to be Houston, Army, and Tennessee.
It's fine.
But I think everybody else they're going to play, I think they have a good shot. Those 3 games, I think, will determine how successful they are. And Texas State, I think, is going to be loaded this year, too. They only have 2 games that I see on their schedule that I think is going to be really hard. One of them is UTSA. They play them the second game of the season. It's going to be a good game. That might be one of the tougher games. And the other one, I think, is Troy.
We saw that game last year.
Yeah, we did.
They got Troy on the road because we had them at home last year.
But I think Texas State will have one heck of a good season with the coach.
But we don't know who we got at quarterback.
Yeah, I don't remember the kid's name, but the quarterback last year graduated, so I don't think it's going to make a
5-year, 6-year starter.
Right. Yep, same way with the UTSA quarterbacks. But I think they're going to be all right. I think they have the depth and the players. So I think they're going to have a good season. I think they're going to be about 10-2, something like that. The only 2 games I think on their schedule that I see could be troublesome would be UTSA and Troy. But they hope not. With Louisiana Monroe, they play UTSA the second game of the season, so that's going to be a good one. And definitely UTSA at home.
I would not know.
Yeah,
you heard about some broadcasts? Yeah, it's at Texas State Stadium. Looks like it's at 3.
Yeah, it's 3 in there. It's on ESPN Plus, so it's going to get a game. And then UTSA got opened up with Houston, and game 5 they're going to play Tennessee. I'm excited about seeing all these schools step up, start playing some of the bigger schools. I understand the logic but the bigger schools playing some of those smaller schools. It's a little different.
It's money. It's money for the program, and it's also an opportunity to get your school out in front of an audience nationally that normally would not see the team play because they're in the same market. So,
speaking of that,
it shows these players. It's like, look, you can compete against these guys. They're not that much bigger, faster, whatever than you. So that's when you have to listen to your coaches and your technique and your fundamentals, and you can compete.
Yeah, and that's why I got these guys. Like when you look at the UTSA schedule, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games so far. That's either ESPN, SEC Network, or Fox Sports. So because they're playing those things, then you look at the Texas State. Right there, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games for sure that's going to be televised. ESPN is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of their games on the ESPN program. So by them stepping up, it brings in some extra revenue for them where they can use that money for facilities and things like that. But also it propels them because you're getting a lot of attention. These there's some players that will come to these schools that probably hadn't heard of them or want to play and stuff like that. So
It's a win-win. The program gets the money, the kids and the coach get the exposure and the experience, and the team that's paying them to play, they get an easy W. In their
yeah.
not always, but it happens.
I was thinking at the SEC schedule. I think we're going to do really well. I think we're going to be about a 10-2 or 9-3 this year, and we might surprise some people and do better than that.
You think 11-1 will be as good as will be the best? I'm thinking, and I'm pretty confident. I think we'll be a 10-2 team this year. I think it's going to be Georgia, and it could be LSU.
Well, I think we can beat Georgia.
I think we can too, but Georgia didn't have to reload like we did. There's been some upheaval. We've had turnover on the coaches' side. Georgia not so much. They're steady Eddie, you know.
And Georgia's in the Little League World Series, and they're they're not in the playoffs, the finals yet. But guess whose son is pitching for Georgia?
Kirby Smart's.
Kirby Smart's son. Boy, looked pretty good. He looks like his dad a little bit too, but they pretty good little pitcher. So I think it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. I think Georgia and Tennessee probably maybe
I'm not worried about Tennessee.
Oklahoma might be. I'm not sure. But we're going to go see that game. That's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to that.
You know why I'm not worried about Tennessee? Because it looks like it's going to be an 11 o'clock game.
Okay.
If it's a night game, then you got to worry.
But we're playing in Knoxville, so Tennessee has that reputation, and they're playing at home is just like us, or Auburn when playing Auburn at Auburn. They seem to get up for the games more so. The fans get a lot into the game, I think.
South Carolina, too, this year.
Yeah, we played them October 12th.
Just before Tennessee. And then we've got LSU the weekend after that, right?
Yeah.
There's no bye week before LSU? Normally there's a bye week.
We have a bye week before LSU. November 2nd, bye week. Yeah. We play South Carolina, Tennessee, Missouri, bye week, LSU, Mercer, Oklahoma, then Auburn.
Is it Mercer? Are they Tigers also?
Mercer's a home game.
Is Mercer, are they Tigers? Is that their mascot? Because on my calendar, it just shows Tigers, not Crimson Tide. So I'm wondering if their mascot is a tiger.
It probably is. I don't remember. Yeah.
Hey, old man, we got to wrap this up. We're over 30 minutes now.
Yeah.
So we did pretty good for a rambling bunch of old farts with no real agenda.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, I'm going to put this on my calendar for October 13th. That blackout will be a pretty good show at Flores.
All you got to do is accept the calendar invite. I already sent it to you.
I might be able to do that. I'm not sure.
I hope so.
Anyway, you have a good week and have a good safe trip next week.
All righty. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Hopefully we'll see you Friday or Saturday for your birthday.
You got it. Love you, son.
Love you. I love you. All right. Y'all take care, everybody.
Have a good one.